right, guys, so let's get ourselves warmed up. 10 jumping jacks, high impact or low. Once you have done your 10 jumping jacks, we're gonna go into 10 front lunges. We're gonna alternate left and right. Don't worry about getting that back knee right down to the floor. We wanna warm up those hips, knees, and ankles before we get into all of our workout stuff today. Once you have done 5 left, 5 right, we have leg swings front and back. So if you need to hold on to something for balance, find a wall, find a chair, get those eyes onto a focal point, which will also help with your balance, and just swing arm to opposite leg. Once you have done 10 on the left, 10 on the right, come on down onto the floor, high plank or push-up position. We're gonna do a spider climb with a rotation. So we're just gonna get into that hip, chest, and shoulder. Take one foot, step it nice and wide to the same hand. Open up towards your ceiling, set that foot back, other side. Eyes follow that hand up. You can even hold that stretch position for an extra second or two to really get into that hip, chest, and shoulder. 5 on the left, 5 on the right. Once you have done your 10, stay down on the floor. And we'll finish off with either 10 plank toe taps or 10 plank jacks. So either jump or step the feet out to the side for 10. And then if you want, you can just stay down on the floor, because we are going to be starting with chest press. So you will need 2 dumbbells to get us rocking and rolling. So we have 4 circuits. Each circuit is done for 45 seconds on, 10 seconds off, twice. So we have chest press to get us started. So we're on the floor, on your back, 2 dumbbells. We're gonna press those dumbbells up and above the chest. Then we're gonna stand up and we're gonna go into a front squat. So again, 2 dumbbells. We're gonna rest a dumbbell on each shoulder. We're gonna sit, we're gonna stand. Move number 3 in the circuit is a star crunch. So I'm basically taking the V-sit tuck and I'm just making the legs and the arms bigger. Now, if you find that it's too challenging on your abdominals, just reel it back in and do a regular V-sit tuck with either 2 knees or 1. But this is how it looks. So feet are out wide. Think of a starfish. We're still going to use those abdominals to pull the knees in. Give yourself a nice big hug. And then we come out wide with the feet and with the hands. And then pull in. So that is the star crunch. But like I said, you can make it easier by just doing a regular V-sit tuck with double or single legs. So I know 45 seconds can be a long time. All right, 2 dumbbells, guys. Let's get set up for that chest press. Chest press and then the front squat, so you know where you're heading. Here we go. So knees bent, feet flat. Palms are going to face out. Press all the way up and overhead. Come back down. Tap those arms on the floor and then press those dumbbells back up above the chest. Keep your back pushed down into the floor. We're always keeping those abs nice and tight. If you need to make this easier, you can alternate left and right, keeping one dumbbell up while the other side moves. You got it. Nice work, guys. We have about 2 seconds. Get ready to stand up. Come on up. So whether you keep the same dumbbells, go heavier, go lighter, up to you. We're going to rest one weight on one shoulder, one weight on the other shoulder. We're going to sit, we're going to stand. Eyes up, chest up. So when you squat down, I need a tall posture. So I don't want you to start rounding. So find a focal point for those eyes to stare at. Don't look down at your feet. Think of pushing the floor away with those feet as you stand, giving that butt a good squeeze on the way up. 15 seconds. And we're gonna go into that star crunch. So back down on the floor. Keep those dumbbells for the chest press close by because that is after the star crunch. Good. Keep those weights close. So make your feet wide, make your hands a little wider. Use those abdominals to lift the shoulders, pull those knees in, and then come out. Now, you can keep your hands and feet off the floor if you want more of a challenge, or bring them right back down, give that body a bit of a rest, and then pull back in. If you find this position too much, take it down to a regular V-sit tuck with either 2 legs or 1. 15 seconds, guys. We're gonna do each move one more time. Starting with that chest press, we're gonna grab those 2 dumbbells again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, grab those weights. Make sure that you bend those knees, feet flat on the floor, palms are out. Press all the way up and overhead, come back down. Just tap those arms and press those dumbbells back up above the chest. Alternate left and right if you need to. Keeping that core nice and tight. Last round, guys. And when the timer goes, we'll stand up. Take your time. I know 10 seconds is not a lot. Take your time to get set up for that front squat next. Good, we got 10 seconds. There it is, come on up. Whether you use the same weight or not, take your time. Get 1 dumbbell on one shoulder, 1 dumbbell on the other. Grab a seat, come on up. Eyes are up, so find that focal point for the eyes. Set that butt back into your invisible chair. See if you can get a little deeper here on round 2. Push the floor away with those feet. Squeeze that butt on the way up. Trying not to look down at the floor. Nice work, guys. 15 seconds. Last time with that star crunch. And then we'll grab some water and move on. Last 10, come on. In 5, 4, 3, 2, hit the deck. Star crunch, feet wide, hands wide. Remember, think about what those abs are doing. Pull that belly button into the floor. Use those abs to pull the knees in and lift those shoulders up. Do not swing yourself up with those arms. Control on the way up, control on the way down. Take it down to a regular V-sit tuck. If you need to make this a little bit easier, come on, guys. Last 15 seconds, we're gonna grab some water. We're gonna stand back up and we're gonna move on. Last 10. In 3, 2, there it is. Grab some water, guys. Come on up, we're gonna need 2 dumbbells. We're gonna start with an alternating row for the back. So 3 choices. You can go wide with that row. So driving that elbow up nice and wide. That will be your more challenging version. Or you can twist it up. If you want to go the easiest, keep your palms facing each other and alternating that narrow row. Move number 2. We're gonna alternate a reverse lunge. 2 dumbbells. You can hold 1 goblet style or go body weight. And we're back down on the floor for some abdominal leg lifts. All right, you guys ready? Big breath. 2 dumbbells, here we go. Soften those knees, push the butt out, pull those shoulders back. It does not matter which version that you are doing. I need this neutral spine, so I don't want you to be all rounded doing your row. You gotta push that butt out, pull those shoulders back, pull the belly button into the spine to support that lower back. As you drive that elbow up and back, squeeze that shoulder blade to the spine, feel that mid-back contract. Hold it for an extra seconds. Pull it up and hold, then release if that helps you feel that contraction better in the back. 5 seconds, guys. You have those reverse lunges. Good. Stand it up. Start with those feet together. 2 dumbbells. Hold 1 or go body weight. Step it back. Feet together. Drop that back knee down as far as you can to the floor. Eyes are up, so find a focal point to stare at in front. Weight is on your front foot, and think of pushing the floor away with your front foot to come back to standing. So you can always start with 2 dumbbells, drop down to 1, drop down to body weight, whatever allows you to keep going for the whole 45 seconds without stopping. Last 10, guys. We're gonna hit the deck on our backs, feet up towards the ceiling, hands under the hips. In 4, 3, 2, good. Hit the deck. Tuck those hands under, feet come up. You can lower 1 leg or 2 towards the floor, but what I want you to think about is using those abs to pull the legs back up towards the ceiling. So control the movement, don't worry about your speed. Keeping your back pushed down into the floor as those legs come down. You can do a few double, and then if you need to make it a bit easier, drop it down to single. Still using those abdominals to pull the legs back up. When the timer goes, guys, we gotta rinse and repeat. Starting with that alternating row for the back. Good, come on up. Make any weight changes if you need to. Remember, you can go wide, twisting, or narrow. So soften those knees, push the butt out, pull those shoulders back, driving that elbow up and back towards your ceiling. As that elbow comes up, give that mid back a good squeeze at the top. Eyes are on the floor. Start with the hardest version for you, and then make the row easier as you go along. We got 15 seconds, guys. Reverse lunges are next. 2 dumbbells, 1 or body weight. Last 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Reverse lunges. On round 2, maybe you can get a little deeper into that lunge. You ready? Step it back, feet together. Eyes are up. Find that focal point again. Weight is on your front foot. We're gonna push the floor away with that front foot to come back into standing. Start with 2 dumbbells, drop down to 1, drop down to body weight. Just don't stop. It's the only rule, just keep moving. When the timer goes, we got about 15 seconds left. Back down on the floor on your back. And we have those abdominal leg lifts again. Last 10 seconds, come on. In 4, 3, 2. Hit the deck, guys. Do as many as you can with the 2 legs, and then drop down to singles if you need to. Try and push yourself a little bit more. Even if you just do 1, and then drop down to singles. But focus on using those abdominals to pull those legs back up to your ceiling. And I don't care how low the legs get to the floor. Make it work for you so that your back's not popping up off the mat. You got it, guys. We got a water break coming up. So when the timer goes, come on up. And we are going to move on. There it is. Good work, guys. Come on up. We're gonna need 2 dumbbells again. We're gonna start with an alternating overhead shoulder press. And then from there, we're gonna alternate a staggered squat. So shoulders, palms are out. We're gonna go 1, and then we go 2. Staggered squat. Start with your feet side by side. Come up onto one toe. Do 1 squat, and then switch. 1 squat, then switch. Then move number 3, we're back down on the floor, but we're gonna do an abdominal jackknife. So we're gonna literally think of folding yourself in half, whether you sit all the way up or just lift the shoulders, totally up to you. And again, you can come up with 2 legs at once or alternate singles. So lots of options. So let's start with that alternating overhead press. So I need 2 dumbbells, please. Get those weights up, palms are out. Here we go. We're getting that bicep to ear. You can stagger your stance if that helps with the posture. We want to avoid moving or tipping the body to get the weight overhead. If you need to add a bit of a push press, that's totally fine. But make sure that you're not leaning left and right as that weight comes up. Nice job, guys. We have about 15 seconds left. Staggered squat can be done with 2 dumbbells, 1 or body weight. So see if you can start with 2. Drop down in weight as you go. In 3, 2, and 1. So start with your feet side by side. And then from here, come up onto one toe. So now we're ready to rock and roll. Sit it back, and then switch feet. So take your time switching. I want you to sit as deep as you can into that squat, keeping those shoulders back, eyes up, chest up. So tall posture. Abs are nice and tight. So when you come down into the squat, I don't want you coming forward. I want you sitting back. Think of a chair behind you that you want to sit in. 15 seconds. We're back down on the floor, on your back. Legs out straight, arms above the head. You got those abdominal jackknives. In 4, 3, 2, hit the deck. So again, we're using those abdominals to lift the legs and the shoulders. So option 1, come out with 2 arms, 2 legs. Option 2, alternate singles, whether you just lift the shoulders or sit all the way up 1 leg at a time. Start with the hardest version for you. Make it easier as you go. But you've got to use the abdominals. Do not swing yourself up with those arms. That's the only rule. Control on the way up, control on the way down. 15 seconds. 1 more round. Starting with that overhead shoulder press, alternating left and right. In 3, 2. Good. Come on up, guys. Grab those 2 dumbbells. Make any weight changes for round 2. Hands up, palms out. We got a right and then a left. Getting that bicep to ear. Lock in that posture. Add a push press if you need to. You can always start with 1 set of dumbbells, drop down to a lighter set if you need to. Nice, guys. That's it. Keep going. Come on, 20 seconds. Last 15. We got that staggered squat next. Whether you have 2 dumbbells, 1 or body weight, or do a mix of all 3. Come on, 5 seconds. In 4, 3, 2. Good. So start with your feet side by side, and then come up onto one toe, and then you're in the right position to start. Grab a seat into that chair, and then switch feet. Grab a seat, and switch. Eyes are up. Find that focal point again for me. Lock in that core, so tighten it up. Pull that belly button into the spine. Shoulders down and back. Nice, guys. We have that abdominal jackknife left. And then just 1 more circuit. That's it. We're almost there. 15 seconds. Can you sit a little lower into that squat? Come on, last above the head. Sit all the way up or just lift the shoulders. Come up with 2 legs or 1. Drive that belly button down into your mat. Use those abdominals to move the body. Do not swing yourself up with those arms. Start with the hardest version for you. So maybe it's 2 legs sitting all the way up, and then make it easier. 1 leg sitting all the way up. 20 seconds, guys. Come on, we got a water break coming up. And then I'll explain our last circuit. Come on, less than 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice job, guys. Grab some water. Stand it on up for me. We're gonna need 2 dumbbells again. We're gonna do a squat to overhead press. So dumbbells are up. We're gonna grab a seat, press overhead. Move number 2. We're gonna alternate a lateral lunge from side to side. Move number 3. We're gonna take the Russian twist, and we're gonna take it up a notch. Now, if you find this other version too much, you're gonna go down into a regular Russian twist position. So what is this crazy new way of doing a Russian twist? Keep the feet on the floor, lean it back, and bring the hands up. So we're in this position, and we're gonna rotate our shoulders left and right. We've extended our lever. That is why it is more challenging. You can add a light dumbbell, like a 5, maybe an 8, or go body weight. The other option is to keep the weight down nice and low and do a regular Russian twist. All right? Fair? So let's do a squat and press. We need 2 dumbbells. Weights are up, hands are out, so grab a seat and then into that overhead press. Now, if you need to give that overhead press a little bit of an extra push up, then use that momentum of getting out of the squat to get the weight overhead. Getting those biceps to ears, sitting those hips back into that squat, keeping your eyes up and core nice and tight. 15 seconds. We have that lateral lunge next. 2 dumbbells, 1 or body weight. Or do a mix of all 3. Whatever allows you to get through the 45 seconds without having to stop. So start with your feet together for me. We're gonna lunge out to the side. Dumbbells will straddle the knee, feet together, other side. Eyes are up, chest are up. You still want that nice tall posture. And as you go into that lateral lunge, we're gonna push this hip out and back so you can feel that outside quad, outside glute. Good, 15 seconds, guys. We're gonna give this overhead Russian twist a go. Last 10. Even if you just do 1 or 2 reps with the hands overhead and then drop it down, totally fine. Make it work for you. All right. I'm gonna grab a 5-pound dumbbell. All right, lean it back. Hands come up. Rotate, center. Now, you can even bend the elbows to 90 degrees, which will make it easier. Or like I said, bring it right down into a regular Russian twist with the feet on or off the floor. Take your time. Make sure that belly button's pulled back into the spine. And think of rotating those shoulders left and right. We got 10 seconds, guys. 1 more of each. Starting with that squat and press. In 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, come on up. 2 dumbbells at the shoulders. Palms face out. Grab a seat and press. Getting those biceps to ears. Weight on those heels. Sit that butt back. Squeeze those glutes as you stand up. Keeping those eyes up, chest up. Nice. Add that push press. If you need to, use the momentum of getting out of the squat to get those dumbbells overhead. Come on guys, 20 seconds. This is your last round. Once we've done these 3 moves, we are done. 10 seconds. Nice, come on, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, woo. Lateral lunges. Whether you use 2 dumbbells, 1 or body weight. Pull those shoulders back, step it out to the side, feet together, other side. Good. Think of pushing that hip out. Eyes are up, don't look down at the floor. You can start with 2 dumbbells, drop down to 1. Finish body weight if you need to. 20 seconds left on that timer, 1 move left. $15 seconds, we're almost there. We'll get set up for that overhead Russian twist with or without a dumbbell. Remember, you can always modify it down to the regular Russian twist. Good work, guys. Hit the deck. Last 45 seconds. Lean it back, tighten up that core. Hands come up. Rotate those shoulders to the left and to the right. Keeping those arms as straight as you can. To bring it down a notch, bend the elbows to about 90 degrees. To bring it down a notch, bring the weight right back down by the hips. Good, 20 seconds, guys. We're gonna grab some water and we're gonna stretch. 15 seconds. Take your time, don't rush it. Last 10. And 5, 4, 3, 2, done and done. Grab some water. Just lie right down onto your back. Pull those knees into the chest. Give them a nice big hug. Take some nice big deep breaths. Bring those arms out to the side. Drop both knees to the left or the right. Hold it here. Or extend that top leg for a deeper stretch. And then we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. Drop both knees. You can hold it here or extend that top leg if you want a deeper stretch in through the hip and the lower back, as well as the chest and the shoulder of that opposite arm. Bring those feet back, one leg up for hamstrings. So grab above or below the knee or the toe, get the leg straight first. Extend the opposite leg if you need a deeper stretch. And then just switching sides whenever you're ready. Grab above or below the knee or the toe, get that leg nice and straight first. Extend the opposite leg if you need a deeper stretch. And then figure 4. Cross an ankle over a knee. Either push that knee away with the hand or grab onto the uncrossed leg. Pull in for a deeper hip stretch. And then switching sides whenever you're ready. Either push that knee away or grab onto the uncrossed leg. And then we're gonna rock and roll, guys. Sit all the way up, legs straight out in front for me. Reaching for those shoelaces, ankles, toes, whatever works. But you should feel a stretch in through the lower back, hamstrings, and calves. Bring the soles of the feet together, grabbing onto those ankles. Push the knees down if you want a deeper stretch. If not, just hold on to your ankles or hold on to your shoes or onto your toes and just let gravity do its thing. Bring one leg out, cross the other leg over, give that knee a nice big hug and twist and look behind you. Same thing on the other side. Give that knee a nice big hug. Twist to look behind you. Roll it over, guys. Hands and knees. We're gonna flex those feet. We're gonna push those hips up. Heels come down into your floor for a calf stretch. Head between those shoulders. Take a couple of nice big deep breaths. And then we're gonna slowly walk those feet towards the hands and hang like a rag doll. Think of pulling those shoulder blades apart, a nice mid-back stretch. And then slowly stand it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring those shoulders down and back, interlace those hands. We're gonna open up through the chest. I want you to stick that chest out as far as you can. Keep those shoulders down, away from the ears. Bring one arm across the body, get a nice stretch around the back of the arm, and then switching sides whenever you're ready. Give yourselves a nice big old pat on the back. Push that elbow back for a tricep stretch. Switching sides whenever you're ready. We will finish with a quad stretch. So if you need to hold on to something for balance, find a wall, find a chair, but grab an ankle, glue those knees together, and push that hip forward. Switching sides whenever you're ready. So glue those knees together, push that hip forward. And you guys are done. Way to go with this morning's workout, guys. Job well done. Have an amazing rest of your day. And I'm going to see you guys in the next class.